El Gringo Loco presents Super Mario World HLDC submission by El Gringo Loco Jr. I missed the junior part. In before Tomato Johnson, we did that one already. Mario went to sleep when suddenly King Boo hijacked his dream. The only way Mario could wake up is if he defeats King Boo. Yeah, I think this one had a broken patch, and the person posted a fixed patch, but only after the fact, so I don't think... So they were disqualified. But we did Tomato Johnson's entry, kind of. I cheated my way through the entirety of it because... Oh. Those are ghosts. Because it was a nightmarish combination of things that you couldn't see. Basically, it was all just those platforms. Okay, yeah, those are ghosts. That, okay. I was kind of annoyed, but I like the combination of the lightning and ghosts. That is cute. Yeah, you know what? If the big Boo that I had to fight in that other hack used this gimmick to make it so you could occasionally see the things, I think I would have liked it a lot more. Like, could have kept them completely invisible all the time as opposed to fading in and out. I would have been perfectly content. I think I need a P-switch. Let's try the door. Death jingle's a good sign? Yeah, kind of. Shows they care about death jingles. Huh? Oh, is that what this level's about? Could I might have been able to see that when the screen was flashing. I just happened to run into it on accident. Well, I'm not stupid enough to hit... Oh, right. Item index. That worked out. It's the Spelunker Death Jingle, a game notorious for difficulty. Spelunky or Spelunker? Oh, Spelunker! Yes, I know Spelunker. Well, I kind of know Spelunker. I've never actually played Spelunker properly, but I'm familiar with it from various cliches. And also... no tile assist there. And also, I've played one of the Neptunia games that has Neplunker in it, which wasn't fun. Oh, okay. Because it was basically a 3D version of Spelunker inside the Neptunia engine. Which was weird. Is that a door? No. But the categorical feature of Spelunker was well represented in the sense that you could easily die by falling approximately 2 inches to the ground. New area. That's a Boo. That's a traffic cone. I thought the traffic cone was a background object. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made twice. Also, I think before that, I was aware of Spelunker from Michael Fantasy, a Flash video made by the great RSF, who had a lot of really good Flash things. Where was it? It was here. Basically, the idea is that just like a huge, giant, you know, one of those Flash fighting animations where all sorts of things have some sort of combat thing happen. In this case, Michael Jackson has to... Actually, the first one, he's just a dick. He just goes around to all of the other NES games as a dick to everybody. Which is really funny. Ow. And then there was it was a trilogy. I forget what they were. Michael Forever, I want to say was the last one. I don't remember what the second one was. Michael Fantasy, Michael Forever, and Michael something else. But basically, in the second one, he is still a dick to most of the characters in NES games, but he teams up to make sure that... Which character was it? It was a Street Fighter character. A giant Street Fighter character doesn't end up destroying the world. And he eventually teams up with all of them. And one of the ways he's a dick to all of the NES characters is the Spelunker dude. Michael looks like he's going to help him by letting him stand on his leg. And then he takes the leg away and he falls 3 inches and dies. Because that's just what the Spelunker dude does. They were fun for the time. And I had a lot of respect for RSF. RSF put out a lot of good stuff. It was RSF. Had a different name, too, but I don't remember what it is. But anyway, like an awful lot of things, difficult to access nowadays because of the way that the internet works. Probably in Flashpoint, but it's just not quite the same in Flashpoint. Just not. Oh, right. "3D game Dot Heroes has a Spelunker mode where you only have one hit point and had to abuse joke death iframes to survive certain things. By dashing into walls, you joke killed yourself, but respawn shortly thereafter every time you died or joke died." You heard that bloody song? I believe it. I don't really understand it, but apparently Japanese people really love Spelunker, or at least Japanese gamers. Hey, a mushroom! No traffic cone. Oh, actually, I completely forgot about that. There was a infamous clip in Halo 3 times of someone dying to a traffic cone. And apparently this was a thing that Bungie knew could happen when, like, a traffic cone object was propelled at high enough speeds into a player. And so they actually gave the guy... Okay, that was a nice effect, using that. Like a special, like, title or armor or something, because he died via traffic cone. It was cute. But it's one of those reasonable resolutions when you don't know what to do. Like, two objects are occupying the same space. I thought those were going to be block snakes. I really thought I was going to be racing block snakes. I'm so glad I'm not. Hasn't been a midway yet. Okay. Oh. Well, that worked out okay. Traffic cone of death, exactly. Oh, now they don't have eyes. They left all their eyes in the other room. Hello, moon. Oh, there's a ceiling! I should have noticed that, mind you, but, you know. Yeah, we'll be patient. I know this particular tile set. That was not the kind of mushroom I needed. What? Oh, actually, I think I understand. I don't understand. Having a map 16 edit. I can imagine it. I don't know, I've got a pretty big imagination. Alright, so there's probably a friggin' hidden block somewhere in there with a silver P-switch. Wait. I'm getting bored. Anyway. Yeah, I'd love to know why. Why's the massive love of Spelunker. I've definitely seen some other, like, Japanese-adjacent Japanese streamers that seem to love it. I don't know why. Maybe I need to play it to fully understand the glory that is Spelunker. But I don't think I want to. Dang it, I really want the P-switch dump. Give a check one up, check one. No, I think that's just a spawning one up. Like, I haven't seen a door or anything. Also, I'd say the odds are in favor that if someone, like, gets disqualified and isn't Tomato Johnson from a given contest, the likelihood of them knowing about P-switch, or P-switch, one-up checkpoints is fairly low. Because it's not, like, tremendously advanced tech, but it's something you need to know about. And it's not, like, exactly common knowledge for first-time hackers. This also was a chocolate, like, contest. Easily could have just used more than one midway. I do think it's cute that when you can see them, and when you suddenly start seeing the boos, they lose their eyes. I like that. That's a nice little touch. Also, I'm pretty sure some of this background stuff was made by Gamma V. It has that just style to it. I still think that's cute. The P-switch. The haunted P-switch! It's the haunted hairdryer! Oh, I'm getting hungry. Had Chipotle for dinner. It was okay. One of those, it wasn't that far away from the bank, so I was just like, eh. I'll still be able to make my deadline of submitting this document to the right person if I stop at the Chipotle. Oh, that's annoying. Right. There's this bone collision that's weird. Alright, now we're here. In the spooky castle. The moon is gone. It wasn't a map 16 moon. Oh, I bet that's it, actually. Nope. Huh. Okay. I mean, really seems okay. I don't have that much time either. All right, so what the hell's going on here? Like, is there a hidden block or something? Lunar Magic time, it might just be. Yeah, no, that is actually a one-up that spawns that way. If it's similar to the other rooms, I suppose so. Yeah, that's, irritating. Like, I kind of figured it might be underneath one of the blocks. Like, it did give you a hint in one of the other rooms, but not much here. I'm not going to go jump around with that little of a time limit. That's just not happening. And this is level 10B. Done a lot of this today. Oh, that's the sprites? That's the backgrounds. A turn block. Okay, so, well, good news. I can't go over the top. That's been made emphatically clear. I actually don't see one, even in Lunar Magic. Like, there's one past the room. But there's not... There's one past it. Is it a real muncher? Maybe it's an illusionary muncher. It's an illusionary muncher. Of course. When you said map 16 edits, see? Illusionary muncher. And then there's a P-switch. What a weird level. Okay. These are not P-switch blocks, by the way. Oh no! I wasn't prepared for that. That's silly. Why do people hate midways so much? Like, did a midway, like, kill their dog? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, even if this hadn't been disqualified for failing, I can't see it have done too well when the first level requires you to find an invisible block, and subsequent levels require you to find invisible blocks. It's weird they give you that one in the middle level for free. I believe it got disqualified for, I do have the judges' notes. I can look up the judges' notes, what they said. In fact, we should have done that for the last level. That would have been smart, but whatever. We'll look to see if they did anything with this. Because it might have been the case that, like, This was submitted after the fact, and maybe they played it as DLC, but I don't know if that was a thing back then. Because I'm pretty sure it was disqualified by, like, the host, who was one of the judges, so I guess that might be the case. We'll take a quick look when I'm not standing around doing nothing. Because this level demands speed, agility, poise, the ability to make donuts, piety. Again, I'm getting hungry. I usually eat about 2 meals a day, and I bought some granola and actually tried to adhere to the, like, recommended serving size. Turns out it's not very much granola. The recommended serving size is like 130 calories or something, which isn't really that much for a whole meal. I am, like, immersing it in whole milk, but still. Oh, the timer refreshes here. That's nice of it. Yeah, this level's a little haphazard. It's just like a bunch of the same sort of obstacles over and over. What's something I didn't like about the... Oh, for Pete's sake. The hack I was moderating was an awful lot of the particular setups were copy and pasted repeatedly. You want an egg. So, I was playing through a level set once. This was a few years back. And someone said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go make me an egg. And they came back and said, okay, I got a medium egg. And I got mad about medium egg. Because eggs come in different sizes, right? But basically, no recipe ever calls for medium-sized or small-sized eggs. They always call for large or extra large. And one time, we were making potato salad. My brother got medium eggs. And it turns out that when you are making a lot, when you need to make a lot of potato salad, medium eggs don't make a lot of egg when you actually put the hard-boiled eggs into a bowl. So I got real annoyed about that. We actually had to go buy more eggs. Like, just completely worthless, those medium eggs. And of course, I go on and on about this for like 3 or 4 minutes, and finally the dude posts back in Twitch chat's like, no, I cooked it medium. It wasn't actually medium-sized egg. I'm like, oh, well, anyway. I stand by what I say, though. Medium eggs are bullshit. Lava pattern is very familiar. That's not surprising. Like, again, for an awful lot of people... I don't know... well, you know what? Oh, that's solid? Okay. We'll look up the level designer after this, along with the judging notes. I'm curious if they've done anything else I've played, or done anything else. Because sometimes people show up for, like, one contest and never hack again. Not necessarily because the judging, like, insulted them and they decided never to show up, but because, like, I tried it, it wasn't for me, kind of thing. Or, like, they're a Mega Man, like, make a good Mega Man level type entrant. And that's the kind of thing that they prefer doing, is Mega Man hacking. When Fistbit was here the other day, we were talking about the Mario 3 contest compilation. Fistbit, of course, is disappointed that it's done on All-Stars, because he doesn't like All-Stars for a myriad of reasons, most of which boil down to it's not NES. Because Fistbit has an NES fetish. We'll let you go. Is not hacking, it's a fan game? Wait, really? I thought that was actually a real Mega Man thing. I'm so disappointed. Like, I legitimately thought they were hacking like Mega Man 2 or something. Well, that's a sad misunderstanding. But anyway, I was gonna say, like, the particular person who rolled it up is Insect Duel, who shows up in contests periodically. Not all the time, but he shows up in SMW contests periodically, but I think really his home hacking thing is Mega Man. But Fistbit was confusing him for Infidelity, who is also a Mega Man hacker, but ports NES games to the SNES for some reason. Don't care. hard to judge these distances. A midway! Holy cow. Aha! You made it this far! Do you possibly hope to defeat me, King Boo? Well, if you don't have two Boo... If you don't have two Boo lasers with you, was really the end of that sentence. But somehow he did. What's up, Max? Hacking Mega Man 2. Yeah. But at least he only takes 3 hits. Ports games without any disassembly that would be helpful to others. Only rock, opcode, and hex copy the other file. That is gross. You already saw the lasers. Of course you did. Of course you did. That is actually disappointing that he does hex edits instead of proper disassembly stuff. That is actually annoying. To some extent. I mean, it's his projects, whatever, but like... at some point you need to learn to use stuff that makes your life better. This is the end. The whole thing was created by elgringolocojr. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for playing Boo's Rage. I really appreciate it. I being El Loco Gringo Jr. Alright, let's see if I've played or there's anything else by this fella. Because I don't know much about him. Nope, this is all he did. As far as I can tell, that was literally it. He came in, and that's all he's done. So, now you know. Mega Man, do like his Mega Man 4 port, as it includes MSU support for Rock Band Complete OST. Oh, that's kind of nice. MSU 1 is nice. At times. I don't ever use it because it interferes with the other thing. Okay, so it doesn't look like FP... Okay, it doesn't look like any of the judges looked at this, unfortunately. It was just broken, and then Xandro got a hold of an updated version that isn't broken. But it was an okay little level. Kind of wish the midway was closer to the like closer to the middle, but whatever. You know. And the Grand Poo World 2 thing was kind of cute. Even if it got me killed a couple times. But, yeah, that was that for that.